10 years ago, the Terra Foundation went through a major change. You became a museum without walls. What happened in these years?
The foundation board made what we consider a courageous decision to think about what the best way to really impart a global mission would be. And it was decided that in order to be able to ensure that American art was known globally, it would be wonderful to go to our audiences as opposed to our audiences having to come to us. So it was decided that as opposed to running two museums, that we would in fact become a more active grant-making foundation and become very proactive with our collection. There were three guiding principles for this. The collection had to stay an active agent of what we were doing. We did need to be proactive because in many areas of the world, American art is not very well known. And that we would continue to also work very much in our city of Chicago, where we're headquartered as well, even though we do have this global mission.
Yeah.
We do. We have an active loan program. We obviously want to be very generous lenders since we don't have our own museum walls to showcase our collection. At any given time, about 20% of our collection is actually on view. For many museums, it might be more like 5% of the collection. So we work very hard to make sure that our art is seen. That's really what J.Terra wanted.
Yeah.
At the heart of all of this is the original work of art. But in addition, as you said, to just loaning, we also have curators, our own curators, Terra curators, who work to continue research on our collection, to put together exhibitions on American art globally with partners.
Right.
And to find some real intentionality of where the collection can make a meaningful addition to either an exhibition or to a community.
Can you enlighten us on another important aspect of the foundation, the support you give with the grants?
Yes, so in addition to activating the collection, we decided that we would also be able to support projects around the globe through our grant program. We give out about $8.5 to $9 million a year through our grant program to projects around the world, with the intention of internationalizing the field of American art, creating a cross-cultural dialogue around American art, and allowing international audiences, allowing them the chance to see original works of art. We have given out, since 2005, we've given out around $60 million, I believe, in grants to over 500 projects in over 40 countries around the world. Again, always with this intentionality of ensuring that we're not just exporting American art, but really creating a global dialogue around it.
Can you tell us something about a project you had in Korea?
Yes, actually this is a very good project to illustrate the idea of how to use our collection in a way that creates a cross-cultural dialogue. In 2013, Art Across America was the exhibition that was formulated as a collaboration between 4 institutions here in the US, as well as the museum in Korea. 6 curators were involved, so 4 national here in the US, as well as 2 in Korea, to both conceptualize the exhibition, but also to create educational programming that would make it meaningful for the Korean audiences. It was the Museum of Fine Arts Houston, the LA County Museum of Art, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and the Terra, as well as the the National Museum of Korea. And what resulted was this wonderful exhibition, the first of its kind, that kind of was an expanse of American art, as well as a catalog which was published in Korean, and again, the first in the native language about the expanse of American art. We understand it's used as a textbook for teaching now. So this is, again, exemplary of our desire for these projects not to be exported only, but to be really multinational collaborations. I think that what we've been working on is still very important to continue work on.
Right.
So we will continue to look for opportunities and interest in American art worldwide. In addition, we always are looking for opportunities to open windows for new inquiry. We look at things like, how can contemporary art and historic American art have an interesting conversation to continue to show the relevance of historic American art as contemporary artists are looking to those references when creating their own art. We're also looking for ways now in which, at the beginning of the grant program in 2005, we might have been what we call seeding the field, looking for pockets of interest or hoping to seed the field. We're now seeing that we're able to cultivate what has grown, let's just say,
right? Yes, that's right.
And start to work with partners on a very sustained basis that have a real interest and long-lasting interest in American art. So I think that's another shift, is being able now to work on long-term projects with many institutions in Europe and hopefully around the world as well, and nationally.
Yeah.
And but I think, again, at the base of all of this is always going to be the belief that we have that art has the power to distinguish cultures and to unite them.